God know who to make famous. Because had I been Beyonce, I'm not filing lawsuits. I'm beating your ass. YouTube, what's up, baby? It's your favorite antisocial extrovert, your favorite awkward black boy, Blake Mother Loving Dupree, back at it again with the Diary of Dupree YouTube channel. We got a lot to talk about. I want to really lean into the topics in more depth and more detail and really take my time with these viewpoints, with this commentary, with my opinions here on my little corner of the internet. And I'm starting to do that with today's video being about Cowboy Carter, aka the Blue Ivy tour featuring Beyonce. No shade. No shade, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. I'm so excited for May 15th. Yeah, May 15th. I want to make sure. Shit. If you in Chicago and you want to see Cowboy Carter, make sure you come find me because I will be there. I will be filming. I will be in the nosebleeds because I spent a cute little coin at Renaissance and I'm not doing that twice. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about upgrading. The girls was saying to upgrade your Ticketmaster tickets that you should call Ticketmaster and ask for upgrade once you speak to a representative, or go to the venue of the concert and ask for an upgrade for a cheaper price the day of. So I think I'm gonna try that. I'm bringing a couple of my good Judies. Me and my cousin gonna go too. So it's gonna be a nice little vibe, nice little one by one. You hang them high, your hands are heavy when you sleep at night. Whoa. But yes, Beyonce kicked off her Cowboy Carter tour, and she's really taking her time with giving us a new set list apparently every single show. Now that's some revolutionary shit right there. To add and take off on every show, no wonder this tour was so short. And now I completely understand why this is really a smaller tour than her usual tours, because Blue is doing half of the work. No shade. Blue is stealing more than half of the show. And two, I'm pretty sure Beyonce wants to remain consistent as possible because we're gonna get some sort of visual from this tour. I can already tell from the detail that she's putting into it, the story that she's telling about reclaiming what's already yours, and you shouldn't have to beg for what's already yours. Like, this is such a deep story to tell, and I believe this is going to fulfill her deal with Netflix if she chooses to put this documentary out for the tour on Netflix. I think she did a 3-film deal, and the Cowboy Carter Christmas was number 2, Coachella was number 1. And I also believe she still has a contract to fulfill with Disney because she did Black is King. And I think she also still has a deal with somebody else. I'm trying to remember. AMC. I think they have a 2-movie deal. Beyonce got a lot of deals to fulfill, no shade. So Sis is taking her time. Sis is being creative. And I have been trying my best to stay off the internet and more specifically avoid videos that show too much of the tour. Because every time I go see Beyonce, no shade, I get my life, but I already know what she's going to perform and how she's going to perform it. But like I said earlier, she's given the girls a modified set list for every night, not even every city. So I'm gonna try to watch the clips that I've seen. The clips that I've seen so far, she's still getting her body adjusted to the choreography, which is normal. Which is, if you're a Beyonce fan, you know night one is never like, but Blue is already giving. It kind of reminds me of the Destiny Fulfilled tour, aka Michelle Williams featuring Beyonce and Kelly. You know, that was really Michelle's tour, just like this is really Blue Ivy's tour. And a 12-year-old can only tour so much before, CPS come knocking on even Beyonce's. They're like, hey girl, what's she doing? So now it makes perfect sense. It's why this was only, I believe, a 9-city tour between United States, and then I believe it's like maybe 4 other cities in Europe. Don't quote me, but I know this is only a US, Europe, and it's a very limited US and Europe tour. It makes sense because Blue is in every single act, and that's a lot on the child. And we also got a special appearance from Rumi, in which I'm grateful to see. I love that for Rumi. Rumi knows her mom is Beyonce. Like, every time Rumi outside the house, she like, bitch, my mama Beyonce. Like, Blue was like, hey girl, yeah, you my mama. You happen to be Beyonce. But Rumi is like, bitch, you're my mom and you're Beyonce. Like, I don't know if Rumi had a past life before she was born and that past life was a big Beyonce fan. But every time we see Rumi, she's like, oh my God, I'm gagging. I'm living. Like, you're my mom. Like, she looks like she's stargazed by her own mother. Like, she's starstruck by her own mother. Like, and rightfully so, because if Beyonce was my mama, I'd probably be on the same shit. No shade. I would love to see Sir. But the girls are saying like, sir don't really like large crowds, big noises, or people, let alone. So rightfully so. I'm with you. I'm with you when you right, sir. But shout out to sir, sending you love from afar, wherever you're at. I really want to take this time also to tell a lot of people to shut the hell up, because I'm bringing up Rumi and Sir. Because if you're in Chicago Facebook, or really up on Facebook in general, there's been a post going around of this girl asking about Beyonce's children and asking a very inappropriate question. But I'm so glad to see the right people on my timeline dragging her for filth every which way but loose. Turning that girl every which way but loose. I really do believe kids should be completely off limits. I guess not everybody agrees like that. Not even Kanye West. And it makes me wonder, like, how does Beyonce feel when she sees people talking about her kids? Because for me personally, as somebody, I have a brother who is autistic. I'm scared to post him because let somebody say the slickest thing. I'm finding your IP address. I'm finding your real address, and I'm coming to see you. Like, that's the one thing that gets me out of character. Do not mess with my family, let alone the children in my family. I don't give a fuck if it's my little cousin, my little play niece, my little play nephew, my little play godchildren, my siblings. Don't come for the babies. That will make me want to fight. And I understand Beyonce probably has been to therapy. I've never been to therapy. Well, Tina Knowles exposed the fact that she put both her girls in therapy in a time when it was taboo to put girls in therapy. Beyonce has done a lot of work on herself, but God know who to make famous. Because had I been Beyonce, I'm not filing lawsuits. I'm beating your ass. Period. So I hope that God doesn't block me from becoming notable, having notable success in the future, from doing what I love to do with that comment. But hopefully, by the time He does, I've done the work to not let everything get to me. Even if you are talking about my children, I can only imagine the type of person I'm gonna be when I have kids. Like the level of protection I have over my siblings. There was a situation just yesterday where I was gonna go to jail. I can only imagine the type of parent I would be. So maybe I'm not meant to be a parent. Maybe that's just not for me, because I really love peace, and I know I would bring peace to my kid, but I know the world will bring peace to my child. So maybe I just don't need to be a parent. Because Beyonce, Jay-Z, they better than me. I would have set up Kanye would have got set up. Kanye would have got set up. And that girl got set up too. They dragged her for filth. Because it's no secret. People are autistic. So what? Now what? It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be taboo about. They're still human beings who can have more successful lives than somebody who has no issues, not even issues, or no differences than the general public. So why are we even bringing up the fact that Beyonce's children are autistic? Why do we want her to say my children are autistic? Y'all know her children are autistic, but y'all also know, y'all talked about Blue Ivy like a dog, so of course she's gonna have her guard up even more with her babies. Like, those are her babies. Like Blue probably like 5'11" right now. I could probably whoop some ass better than her mama. Blue gonna be okay. Blue grew up with this. She don't care what Blue don't give a damn. I can tell Blue don't give a fuck. That's Miss Tina granddaughter for real, who just happened to be Beyonce mama. Rumi and Sir, they still babies. I don't even think they 10 years old yet. Like, let them kids have a childhood as much as possible. That's why I was shocked she brought them out, because Beyonce don't play about her kids, even though she's very quiet. I can tell she might go to war for hers. Y'all saw that profile pic that Solange changed. But speaking of Miss Tina, Beyonce's not the only girl on tour right now in the Knowles Carter family. Miss Tina is going on tour, and if I'm being honest, I might cop a ticket, because I'm a little bit more excited to see Miss Tina than I've seen Beyonce. And I'm only saying that because I've seen Beyonce twice now. I've never seen Miss Tina. I would love to see Miss Tina. She reminds me a lot of my aunties and my grandmothers. Very Creole, very Southern, but very like soft spoken, but still will whoop your ass if need be. And she has given us the closest thing we might ever get to an autobiography from Beyonce by giving us her own. Because we're learning so much that Beyonce has never even mentioned. Beyonce has never told us that her mom was once in a girl group. Beyonce rarely brings up the fact that she was in therapy with Solange. Apparently, Matthew cheating was a normal thing that happened throughout the course of their marriage, and the girls were made aware of that at an earlier age than we thought. And it got me to also thinking about the relationship between Matthew Knowles and Beyonce, and how the more I hear about Miss Tina speak about her marriage to Matthew in the most mature way, it makes me wonder, was Matthew Knowles her first heartbreak? And by her, I mean Beyonce. We all talk about the heartbreak that Jay-Z put Beyonce through and her first boyfriend, Lydell. But when you find out that the man you admire the most in this entire world is making the woman you admire the most in this entire world causing her pain and causing her grief, that will break your heart. People love to say, especially within our community, great dad, terrible husband. But sometimes that line is blurred, and it can get blurrier and blurrier as you mature and as you grow, and as you go through the struggles in your relationship, and as you go through cheating, and as you go through infidelity, and as you go through lies, and as you go through ain't shit, man, you're like, wow, the guy who loves me the most and who I love the most on this earth has caused the same sort of pain that I'm experiencing to my mom or to my stepmom or in some cases your grandmother and your grandfather. It really makes you have a internal moment with yourself of resentment, because it's like, why would you do this to somebody knowing that somebody has the potential to do it to me one day? And the more I look into their relationship and how Beyonce has kind of put posting her dad on the back burner and talking about her dad. The girl used to have a song called Daddy. Makes me think like that was her first heartbreak. And Jay-Z cheating on her really triggered her from childhood experiences. And I'm only going off what, Miss Tina Knowles has talked about through this book that I think I might cop. Because it seems to be quite the read. And every day I'm discovering something new. Like she even talks about Aaliyah in the book. Love that. The fact that she brought up Aaliyah. Like, yes. Now it would have been T if she talked about like the rumors that people be putting on Beyonce, unrightfully so, because she was younger than Aaliyah, talking about she was responsible for her death. That would have ate. But I don't think Beyonce was gonna let that slide. Like Beyonce, like, Mom, you know that shit ain't right. You know that shit ain't true. Don't even bring that up. But I love the fact that she brought up Aaliyah. But back to what I was talking about with her dad being her first heartbreak. The more I'm reading into these clips and seeing these snippets of Tina talk about their marriage, the more I can definitely believe that Matthew is the cause of a lot of Beyonce's trauma in her ties and relationships with men. And most people would rightfully be so, being so close to your dad managing you, and then your dad dogging your mama while managing you. That's a hard situation to be in. It's a hard position to be put in. So, what really made me think that is when Miss Tina told the story of him having to reach her just to speak to Beyonce. And mind you, this man was managing. This man is the reason that you're here. You cut off communication with your manager, aka dad, because of the things he was doing to your mom so strong that they had been divorced. Matthew had to call Tina, his ex-wife, just to see his own granddaughter. That says all I need to know about where they stood at some point in time. It's none of our business, but Miss Tina put it in the book, so we gonna talk about it. I'm sorry, girl. I love you. Send me a bottle of Sir Davis, because they call me pretty little thing. But I'm thinking about going to see Miss Tina. What's fucked up is their tours kind of aligned. So the weekend Beyonce is in Chicago is the weekend Tina's in Chicago. I'm like, y'all just want all my money. Y'all just want all my little tax money to go toward the Knowles Carter family, don't you? And y'all don't need no coin, okay? Sacred selling well, the perfumes are selling well, the clothes, I guess they still selling. The tour is definitely selling. Jay-Z ain't got to put out another body of piss until the day after he gone. Like, damn, can we catch a break? Miss Tina, can you send me some tickets? Parkwood, send a bitch something, please. I'm just a little old black boy from the south side of Chicago. I just want to come see you. I already got tickets to your daughter. Mind you, Solange, where you at? Where you at, Solange? Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us, Hope. Because I was playing bands today. I'm like, damn, Solange is such a distinct artist. Like, has such a distinct carved out sound. And is such a fucking personality. I want to see Solange give us an album and a YouTube channel. Just vlog. Because I can tell that woman is funny. That lady don't play, but that lady is also funny as hell. Like, I would love to see Solange and Jules on a podcast. No scripted, just a couple topics. Give us the tea. Give us their chemistry. Because we see the chemistry between Jules and the internet, and we see the chemistry between Solange and the internet. I want to see how they just interact together, because I know she don't play that shit. Even though that man is good grown and cute. Good grown, that's still his mama. And I really want to see, like, what does Jules' daddy look like? Because that's a fine young man. Jules is so pretty to me. So pretty. He's like a fine pretty. And I really like him a little bit more rough and regal. I can tell he ain't got that, he got that regal, but he ain't got that roughness in him. But if Jules was to ever explore the other side, give me a call. Make you feel like a man. That's a good song by Janae Aiko. It's only on SoundCloud. Look up Feel Like a Man by Janae Aiko and make your man feel like a man, okay? But I just wanted to talk about the Cowboy Carter tour. The tickets obviously are selling. Beyonce is still making headlines, even though it's Blue Ivy's show. Shout out to Rumi, shout out to Sir, shout out to Beyonce doing nepotism right, making her kids earn the nepotism benefits, because she don't just give handouts. Like, everybody over there gotta earn it. And she's even doing nepotism with her mother by providing this platform for her mother to put out a book. And you know what? I'm rooting for everybody black at the end of the day. And I'm rooting for you. So if you've been watching me, I thank you. Thank y'all for running my last video up higher than usual. I know I've been out the game for a while, and y'all know how this algorithm can be, but I thank you. I love you. Make sure you look in the mirror and let yourself know I've been there, whatever that is for you. Toaster, Honda Civic, Von Dutch, Rats Rock Angels, that bitch, that nigga, whatever it is, you already it. Till next time, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Bitch, shut up.